Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be reviewing the QiYi Pyraminx. The QiYi Pyraminx is technically a little smaller than normal, but it doesn't make a noticeable difference during solves. It's just $13 at DGCubes, which puts it at the same price as the Moyu. The Moyu is often considered the dominant Pyraminx on the market, so what features does the QiYi have that make it different from the Moyu? Well, first off, the turning. Out of the box, this Pyraminx had a very clicky feel that I personally was not a fan of. Therefore, I attempted to take out the ball bearings using the Allen wrench that came with it, which, as it turns out, is extremely hard to accomplish. You have to take the tips apart, unscrew the screws inside them, take the centerpieces out, and then unscrew these tiny plastic parts and push out the spring and ball bearing. Not to mention that you have to put them all back together, which isn't too tough, but it does take some time. Note that you will have to do this for 4 centerpieces with 3 ball bearings in each, so make sure you have the time for it before you attempt. I also took the ball bearings out of the tips, which made the entire thing overly fast, loose, and wobbly, no matter how tight I made it, and overall disgusting to solve on. I tried adding both Lubics and Weight 2 to the pieces and core, and nothing worked to make it good. However, after enough tightening, seriously, this thing is still faster than most cubes, and it's about as tight as it can go. And adding the ball bearings back in the tips, which is necessary to make them even remotely controllable. It has a fast and buttery smooth feel with no clicking at all in the body, and just enough clicking in the tips. I can tell you right away that if you have a slow, controllable turning style, this is not for you at all. This seems to be about as slow as it gets, which is still significantly faster than the Moyu. The main downside as far as turning goes is the wobbly feel it gets, which sometimes results in me turning sides that I don't mean to turn. The QiYi Pyraminx also has some major Florian cuts, enough that you can completely see through the puzzle to the other side if you look at it from the right angle. Yes, that is the stack mat you see in there. These cuts allow for an insane amount of reverse corner cutting at well over 60 degrees, you heard me right. This easily eliminates any lockups you might have gotten on the Moyu. However, strangely enough, the regular corner cutting just isn't there. Sure, it can cut small amounts like this, but anything more and it just won't do it. It is important to note, however, that it will not pop no matter what you do to it, as long as it's on tight tensions. I have easily done over 1,000 solves on this puzzle, and it has never popped on me once. Overall, a lot of things about the QiYi Pyraminx are way better than the Moyu, in my opinion. It's like they took a Moyu, made it faster, took away any lockups and pops, and gave it insane reverse corner cutting. The only place it's lacking is in regular corner cutting, but it really is not a big deal during solves. However, when I go back to the Moyu, it feels a little more balanced and less wobbly overall, so it is probably the Pyraminx that most people will be sticking with. However, at least for now, this has become my new main, but that doesn't mean I recommend it to everyone. As I said earlier, if you have a slow to medium turning style and like controllability in your puzzles, this flat out will not work for you, as even on super tight tensions, it's still extremely fast. I would also not recommend it as a first Pyraminx, as it probably would just be too wobbly and weird to get used to. For new Pyraminxers, the Moyu should still be your go-to puzzle. Also, if you hate setting up cubes and just want a good Pyraminx out of the box, the Moyu is the best choice. But if you're relatively advanced at Pyraminx or have a really fast turning style, the QiYi is definitely something to try out. I'll leave a link to it at DGCubes in the description below. Big thanks to them for letting me test this puzzle. So that's about it, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.